Hello. Hi everybody. I'm Thekla Petridou, a Greek Cypriot psychologist, YouTuber and author. Today it's Friday. Let me see the date to be sure. It's Friday the 9th of April 2020 and it's been a few weeks since I uploaded a video in English on my YouTube channel. I have promised to upload a video in English every Friday, a promise that I haven't been able to keep in the past few weeks. And the reason is that my life has changed because a new member has entered our family. I'm on my way now to do my shopping, and I have my car camera. So I thought I might do this video in English in order to explain to you why I'm lost first, and secondly to talk about the primary findings I have about the beneficial situation where you adopt a pet. In our case, we have adopted Lucky, which is a cross Labrador. He was born on the 1st of February 2021, so he's around 2 months old. He's actually 2 months and 8 days old now. We adopted him from a dog shelter. I'm 46 years old. It's the first time in my life that I'm connecting with a pet. I haven't been connected before. Sometimes we had some pets in our house, some friends of ours might leave their pets in the house, but I was not the person who was taking care of the pets. Other people in the family would take care of them. And I thought, I was not sure, but I thought that I would never be able to connect with an animal the same way I can connect with people. Because when I try to connect with people, I have the benefit of language, oral communication. It's something that I'm good at it. I'm good at talking to people. I'm good at expressing my feelings verbally. I'm good at putting my ideas into words and phrases. So it was always been very difficult for me to connect with small animals, with pets, and young children, infants, children before they are able to talk. I have 2 kids, merely adults. My son is 23 years old and my daughter is 21 at the time. They are adults by legal definition, but by psychological definition, you finish the puberty period after the 26th or 27th or 28th year of your life. Anyway, I was able to bring these children up, to give birth to them and to raise them, but it was very difficult for me and extremely frustrating to try to communicate with my infants, with my children, and trying to communicate with them verbally, and the fact that they wouldn't understand the language or they wouldn't be able to respond to me in words. So I had a hard time. I had a hard time understanding their needs, understanding their emotions. I had a hard time to understand why they were crying, if they were crying because they were tired, if they were crying because they were hungry, if they were crying because they were upset, or if they had any pain. I tried my best with my kids. They seem to have been developed without any major ailments, psychological ailments. We'll see. But for me, this was a very frustrating period, the infancy of my children. So I thought all my life that I would never be able to have a pet, to raise a pet, to be a dog mother, because I sucked at it, being a human infant's mother. But life surprises you. Around 2 weeks ago, my daughter and my son, they pleaded for me to bring in our house in the village. We live in a village in Cyprus right now. I live in a village in Cyprus. They live in other places, but they come and go to my house. They are with me mostly at the weekends. And they said, please mom, we've seen this puppy, which is so cute and so adorable, and would like to adopt them and want him to live in your house. They showed me the picture. I couldn't resist. Lucky is a black cross Labrador with shiny skin and shiny hair, and of course he has puppy eyes, like all puppies have puppy eyes. And I think that in this situation also, as happened to me when my children were infants, or even now that they were adults, I think that my dog is the prettiest dog in the world. I feel the same way I feel that my kids are the most beautiful persons in the world, beautiful people in the world. Whereas I know that this is a cognitive bias and an emotional bias, and I feel like that, or I think like that, because I love them too much, because I'm their mother. So Lucky came into our family. My children chose the name. My son's name is Lazarus and my daughter's name is Kyriaki. So they took the initials, the first syllable from his name, Lazarus. They took La from Lazarus. They took Ki from Kyriaki, and they made the new name Lucky. When my daughter brought him in the house, I was actually teaching a webinar. I was teaching a webinar at that time, and I was in front of my computer, but she could see me, and I waved at her and I said, bring the dog in. She brought the dog in and she put him in my arms, and I felt so much love and instant connection about this small creature. I don't know, I think he has his own personality. I know nothing about dogs, literally, I admit it. I'm not a dog psychologist anyway, I'm a human person psychologist, but I felt an instant connection with that baby. And later on, I decided to be his mother, not his grandmother, because my daughter said I would be his mom. And I said, how would you be his mom? You work so many hours, most of the nights you don't sleep in the house, how will you be his mother? But then when I started to get used to him, and this took only a couple of days, I literally fell in love with Lucky, so I decided to be his mom. In order that I take care of them, that I feed him, that I put his dog bed in my bedroom so that he sleeps next to my bed, and I'm the person who tries to make sense of his behavior. I'm the person who tries to communicate with him, and my children are the people who post beautiful pictures on the Instagram with Lucky. They are visiting siblings. He likes them. When they come in the house, he gets agitated and excited, and he runs up and down. This is my Google Maps telling me where to turn because I'm driving. But most of the time, Lucky is with me, and I enjoy being with him. Okay, we know how to go now. Let's put you off. And we spend a lot of time together. We watch television together. We eat together. He eats his dog food and I eat my human food. I've spoken several times with a pediatrician, I would say, but actually she's a veterinarian. And she advised me that it's a good idea not to give him any human food, to give him only dog food, so that he will be better, he will receive better nutrients, more suitable for his needs. So he eats his food, I eat my food. He goes to sleep the same time I go to sleep, next to me, in his bed. He seemed to have learned that my bed is my bed and his bed is his bed. He doesn't make any problem during the night. I mean, if he feels like having some water or peeing, he goes out of the room. He goes and he finds his water and drinks, or he finds the place where he uses as a toilet. Now, he's not trained yet, so we use these how they call it? In Greek, they say like pampers for dogs. Anyway, and I feel that being with Lucky gives me the opportunity to develop my emotional intelligence and to be able to understand emotions from a being that cannot talk in words and in verbs. And I realize that it is a matter of emotional intelligence to be able to understand how the person who is with you, either a human person or a dog person, how they feel, if they are happy or not, if they are sad or not, if they feel pain or not, what's their demeanor, what are their affects, what are their feelings, and try to connect with this person. And in my case, trying to build some barriers with the dog, to teach him not to bite people, to teach him how to use the several areas of the house. I have dog-proofed half of the house, but he seems to have learned that he has his space, we have our space, that if he's naughty, he will go to his space until he gets ready. My daughter brought a cage in the house, which we couldn't use. It seems that my dog is a free spirit like me, but he learns not to get in the bathroom, not to get into rooms that he's not supposed to. And anyway, I feel that I'm having an extraordinary experience, which has helped me to come closer to myself, closer to my emotions, and to be able to understand things that I wasn't able to understand before. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning of an adventure. It's gonna last, I hope it will last 20 years. I've heard that dogs live from 14 or to 20 years, don't know. I hope it will last for 20 years. I realize it's a long-lasting commitment. I want him to be with me wherever I am. Even if I move from this house, I'll take him with me. I understand that now it will be difficult for me to go abroad for a few days and come back as I used to before the pandemic, but it's worth it. And for people who are lonely and they have a lot of love to give, but they don't have any recipients of their love, they don't have a partner, they don't have friends, or they feel isolated, socially isolated, or they feel that they want to feel touch and hugging and kissing, get a dog. You will remember me. And as one of my followers wrote under one of the videos, you can see in my channel, there is a playlist which has the name #Lucky, and you can see all the videos of Lucky there. Daily I upload a video with him because I love filming him and people love watching him. And as one of my followers wrote, Lucky is the medicine you didn't know you needed. And this is the truth. Have a nice weekend, everybody. And I really do hope that next Friday I will be able to upload a regular video in English like I should regularly do. But cut me some slack here because I'm having a baby in the house, an infant, and I'm not used to it. And I need to get over again to find my rhythms in order to be as creative as I was before the baby. But it really deserves it. He really deserves the attention and the time. Thank you. Bye.